Courtney heard I was welding and she brought me a fire extinguisher. So there's that.
Oh my God. First off, thanks to everybody that sent Hot Wheels or has already sent them in the past. If you guys want to be a part of this, send Hot Wheels to the P.O. Box right here. We are building a massive Hot Wheels collection. I want all of you guys to be a part of it. I've actually seen some people say they're gonna start doing this, so like we gotta beat them. Dude, today we had a massive haul. I got things like this. Like, dude, what is this? You connect this thing to your phone, and I got the car in the app because I scanned it. So like, shout out to Alan for that, because that's super cool. We got stuff coming in from everywhere now. The first time I unboxed stuff, we only really had stuff from Canada because like I assume it just ships way faster. We got stuff from the UK, we got stuff from California, we got stuff from Norway, we got stuff from everywhere coming in. It's extremely cool to see, and all of you guys that send like little notes or whatever with the Hot Wheels, it's cool to see like your take on what you're sending or why you sent them. I'm having fun, okay? It's like early Christmas. This thing is actually super rad. Chris was actually just buying a couple of these things for a while, and I thought it was really cool that Hot Wheels actually makes Mario Kart ones. Huge thanks to whoever sent me this. That's the only issue. This one didn't come with a name. Got another different WRX STI. You guys know I love these things because I can never find them, so this is cool. My man John got me the AE86, and what you're seeing over here that I haven't discussed is, yeah, that's 3 layers, and yeah, it came from one guy. So the winner, the guy who wins today, just in general, is my man Nikolai. He sent me 50 Hot Wheels, okay? From Norway. Thank you, bro. I'm hoping near the beginning of next year we're gonna start building the showcase for this, so this should be really, really cool. One more time, thank you to everybody. Aside from all the Hot Wheels, I just want to say to you guys, if you guys haven't watched my most recent ATV video where I was teaching Courtney how to ride the ATV, first of all, the Raptor's back in business. We got that thing completely fixed up. It's running great. I was having tons of fun on it the other day. And we had Courtney riding the Honda.
I ran over a tree.
I see. It's a funny video, and I feel like it was underappreciated, and I just want you guys to go check it out, give it a chance, because like, dude, it's a quality video. You won't be disappointed. Well, something you can be disappointed in though is my being a dumbass, as usual. Picked up some tubing, and boys, you just can't leave tubing outside now, can you? This was just a bad move on my part. You can see over here, I like cleaned it up. Take 2 seconds to clean it up, but it needs to be cleaned up now because I left it in the bed of my truck. And just don't do that, because that's dumb. I have one more exciting package to open up today, and then it's business time. Look how dope and little and cute this thing is. I feel like ever since I got my welder, I told you guys I'm gonna build a welding cart, and then ever since we moved into this house, I've actually been going through like this kind of realization that I can't do everything. So I accepted that, and I went to my favorite place to get tools and shop supplies and stuff, and I picked up this brand new Eastwood Low Pro welding cart. This thing came out perfect timing. It's a newer Eastwood product. It's literally could not have worked out better. Check out the bottle, just clears. That's minty. So this thing is super dope. Obviously it fits an Eastwood welder on top of it, but you guys know I love me some Eastwood stuff. I got Eastwood helmet, welder, cart. I'm gonna leave a link to the description down below. This is, like I said, this is the Low Pro welding cart. So this thing, obviously if you weld every day, you want something a little bit bigger and like more room and stuff. But for like me, as just like a hobbyist, like when I use this thing sometimes, this is perfect. I think we'll start with this side because this side's like the most open. To be honest, it just looks like whatever he did last is such a hack job. I'm thinking maybe we'll just cut most of this out. Where does that go? That goes in there. There's a lot of rust inside of that, which is not good. So I say we just start cutting and we see where we end up and we see what we're working with once we get in there.
Do I even have to say it? That's on the inside. That is custy. Yes, I'm wearing my Cove headphones because I have no more earplugs and this shit is loud. Don't judge.
just went full send on that thing. I was probably grinding for about an hour. I didn't think to look around, I didn't think anything. I just looked up and this place was like cloud. So I had to open the door, put on some fans. Now it's freezing cold in here. But we made some good progress. I'm pretty sure the camera stopped recording after like the first half an hour. So check this out. Lots of this, like up here, I just kind of ground so the paint would have something good to stick to. There was no actual rust or anything. I went ahead and I cut away this little rain runoff. It still will come out, but it just doesn't stick out. That way I have somewhere to like run this tube up. Came down here, I like ground down all down here, anywhere there was rust. Anywhere up here, this is actually undercoating, so this should be like rust prevention. So I'm not gonna like grind this whole thing and paint the entire thing. I'm only gonna paint what's necessary because I don't wanna start causing problems too, right? So all this is cleaned up. That heater is blowing rusty air and it stanks. We're good, we're making progress. I mainly made a huge mess because I went with the thick boy, like the huge disc. That one's too big for the shield. So you just make a mega mess. I also picked up this thing to try out because if you guys remember last time, we did some, oh my god, this thing is a beast. We did some super hack job cuts in the past. This guy should just be able to kind of clamp on there, spin it around, and give us like a legit, perfect cut. I mean, I hope it's able to cut this thick of metal. I honestly, I don't know. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever made a cut where you could stand it up like that and it just stays. Forgot to record. I just lobbed it all off. Basically, I just didn't want to lose the strength here, but you can see even with it gone, it's still strong. So I'm gonna leave a couple tabs just to give a little extra reinforcement up here, but even with it gone, it's like, seems to be pretty strong. So I think this is perfect. It'll attach right over here on this pinch weld, on this like double layered inside wall. And then over here, we'll attach it to the B pillar. And then we just gotta add our little piece.
Let's see how we did. Oh! Sorry guys, I didn't mean to smack you like that. Oh, I pooched the clamp. Hell yeah, dude! That looks sick. That's supposed to work. What we really need to know is if this fender is still gonna live there or if we're gonna have an issue. And just like that, you never even knew until you look and then you're like, yum. Plenty of clearance. All the way across the top, all the way over to here. Way more than enough room. Courtney heard I was welding and she brought me a fire extinguisher. So there's that. This is one of those super embarrassing things that you debate whether you put it in the video or not. I figure it'll probably help one of you guys in the future, so I'm gonna share it with you guys. My welds are doing pretty good. I'm actually pretty happy with these welds. The thing is, up here, I sanded this down so much to get rid of the rust that was on this corner that I made it too thin. So what's happening is when I was welding it from this piece to here, I was blowing through. And I was doing like I did right here, where I tried to tack right there and it just made a hole. Essentially, I really pooched it, and then I just goobed it full of welds because it kept blowing through, so I just made a mess. Then I ground it all down, so it looks nice, but it was a disaster. I don't know how that's gonna help you, but just please someone use that information so that I don't share it for no reason. All right, let's keep going. We were killing this. Like a little spacer here out of scrap metal because there was a little bit of a gap between the tube and the frame, so I made like a spacer. I'm super stoked with this. I'm happy. I'm having fun. Aside from the fact that I can't take my mask off or I might die. Keep making progress. Got the garage all warmed back up, and while I was letting it warm up and just like pump hot air, I actually made a little spacer. Well, not a spacer, but like right there, that little support. From this bar to like right behind the strut tower. Because I was looking at it and I'm like, there's a lot of support in the front and the rear, but there's not a whole lot of support in the middle. I know it's more of like a crumple zone. So I got that thing welded up in there. So now it has 1, 2, 3, 4 contact points on the actual car. We gotta recreate the whole damn thing on this side.
Look at that. Both sides are done now. So we got this piece, we got the little spacer, same thing as the other side, welded on the back here. I put the tabs, to be honest, I think they looked very, very stupid. I don't think I really needed them, but I did it anyways. I went around and I wiped down everything. I also like sanded all this, I scuffed it all up so that paint will actually stick to it. Because I'm thinking I'll paint the whole outside, that way when the bumper's off or whatever, you'll see just the black, and then we'll paint the inside of the engine bay single color also. Probably build like a bash bar. Once we get like the intercooler mocked up and see where that needs to go, I'll build a little bash bar, kind of fit that nicely. I'll probably build a bash bar in the rear, and I still have some leftovers, which is cool because I have lots of like little projects coming up that I want to do. And after I did the inside of the car, I couldn't get this lid closed, like cemented itself open now, which is great. Please tell me that you didn't get hard in there. Nah, you look good. Sweet. I was thinking about leaving the actual like tubing that I just put up raw, or like clear coating it or something like I did on the Genesis, but you're never really even gonna see it. So I think it's only cool to leave like this if you actually see it. So you gonna get black today, boy. This is the first time that I've used this paint where I'm gonna have to actually come out and like touch it up a couple times. It was a little bit hard with that big of a paintbrush to get up in here, so I'm actually probably gonna run out to like the dollar store, pick up a little baby paintbrush and just jam it up in there and get like every last little spot. But like 99% of it is done. Dude, and it looks good. I feel like at this point I deserve a frame paint sponsor because like all I'm doing these days is painting frame paint. Regardless, everything on the outside's taken care of. I did this whole front end too, so not up here because you'll see this when you look in the engine bay, but this whole front piece is done. The whole rad support, all matching. That way when I have like the headlights and stuff in, if I take the bumper off or you know what I mean, like I'm doing whatever, you'll see it all matching. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty pumped on this. The only thing I hate about doing rust work and stuff is how messy it is, but like dude, I hope that if my channel does anything, it shows you guys that like fantasy YouTube world that you guys see in a lot of channels is brought to real life here, where like sure you got rust and sure you gotta fix it and it's not that hard. But don't scrap your car or think it's not good just because it doesn't look like some of these other people's cars who like live in California and literally their cars have never seen weather. Like this is such an easy save on that little rotten piece, and you don't need all the fancy stuff to get this done. We used to do this with way, way less. This is just what I do now, so I have a lot. But anyway, it's not always that big a deal. What is that big a deal is the amount of cleaning I have to do because everything is disgusting. Even like up here is gross. So I'm gonna go inside and ignore this for the next little while and then maybe do it tomorrow. Like I say, every time this frame paint needs like 24 hours to dry before you can really do anything. Like you can't even really touch it. We made mad progress on the front end today either way. So I hope you guys are pumped. I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay committed.